Hello, this is Neeta. Welcome to our discussion on hypnotic model of the mind. I will be going over the concepts of our influence by programming to the subconscious mind, how that occurs, what happens as the information enters through into our subconscious mind, and how the behavior and actions, beliefs, and so forth are influenced as a child. When we are born, what exactly happens within us, how that really shapes rest of our life, and the core belief system, how that influences. This is more a general presentation. I hope to give you the clear understanding of this mechanism so that you are able to make the changes or know that the change is possible to make when you are ready. So let's get started. Moment. So discussing hypnotic model of mind. Imagine this circle, almost a circle, as the inside of your mind, which is primitive area that we all come into this world with, that is in charge of our systems, organs, development of everything, bones, tissue, organ, brain, and every system. Also, it has the natural inbuilt protective mechanism, which is fight or flight. In that time frame, they didn't consider the aspect of freeze, so we either have a tendency to fight back or run or just freeze. And we interact with our world and then our associations give us the experience of what we see the world, and of course 0 through 5 years old, it's a natural absorption of these inputs that are now coming into us without any question, whether it's positive and or negative. And we even have neutral experiences. Our subconscious mind is in charge of moving us away from pain towards pleasure. Our information that is inputted can just be family is fun, playing with animals I love, I don't like broccoli, I don't think I should put my finger into the electric socket, getting hurt is not fun. What else? Any and all inputs that go into us shapes us originally. And of course we have the influence of parents, and of course other family members. We have friends and their kids, so other kids kids. And what else? TV, movies, books. Parents read books to us, or you read books as you learn. And yeah, music, TV, kids, family, friends, all of the natural experiences that we are normally surrounded help us shape who we are. We naturally get to know wide range of emotions, and the expressions we tend to be aware to learn. That is like sensory acuity, like noticing what anger looks like, something yucky or disgusting could look like or feel like, and various happy, laughter, and so on. So we continue with our experiences along with our primitive mind as our trusted buddy in all of the life scripts that come along with the pain and pleasure. They are both motivating. Some of us like to have pain move us, and some of us are pleasure motivated. So around 5 years old, we are placed into going to a school to finally get ready to interact with the external world. So we have teachers being added, other kids that are coming, different cultures, different backgrounds, different looks, all kinds of external influences that begin to influence us as well. And that is when we get to know how we have influenced our child, or how we were influenced ourselves into various experiences about life. And around 9 years old, it is said to develop an analytical feature which is known as critical factor, critical mind, and other names you may have heard it as guard, gatekeeper, and what else, logic gate, and there might be more, but these are some of the basic definitions that I've seen used. And this is the area where we begin to question, do I accept what the teachers are telling me, what parents are telling me, what other friends feel, and the movies, all of what they're used to. They begin to have a opinion formed on their own based on all of these existing scripts. What happens is, it's said that it's held roughly 24 hours before they choose to open a door here into the subconscious for the thought to come in to be accepted as a negative or as a positive or even undecided. And the processes are used are logic, willpower, reason, and so forth. We have the, let's see, they say subconscious. Current neuroscientists say subconscious is a 5% cut, 95% is the subconscious, which makes sense. This part generally is 5, so that's 90%. That's still pretty high. The conscious mind is thinking mind. The subconscious is feeling mind. Let's say, for instance, that you have a favorite food that you grew up with, that mom made, that you absolutely love. All you have to do is remember the taste, food, and so forth, and you're right there. At every party, you naturally have a tendency to choose that food. And you happen to go to a restaurant with a friend, and you have been on natural, healthy habit eating. So you only choose salads, let's say salad chicken, and a healthy juice for your lunch. And the friend that is accompanying you may order a burger, fries, and Coke. And both of you are happy, enjoying conversation and eating, and there goes a tray of desserts, and you notice your favorite chocolate cake that your mom always baked, that is very tempting, and it was very similar in what you're used to. So before you know it, you have ordered the dessert and are completing the dessert and realized, I just messed up a good meal. There I went on a spontaneous decision. So that is what our subconscious mind does. And that is part that is in charge, whether we like or not. In comparison to conscious mind, you can consciously use your willpower. Tell yourself, I will not behave that way, and naturally end up doing exactly that. And that can happen with any other senses as well. If you are listening to your favorite music, for instance, you may have heard, depending on the association, if it's romantic, you'll have a tendency to recall that relationship, exact moment, exact detail. You were where you were, what you were doing, what the conversation was, everything related to that automatically surfaces. And even sensorially, if you like a certain scent that you used to wear, or your spouse or mom or anyone used to wear, you have association to that constantly can bring you back in form of memories, right back whenever that is, whatever time frame. So that is how everything in our mind gets influenced, programmed, set in. So hypnosis is a natural state of mind. It is experienced by us while we watch TV, read, drive, sleep, in and out of sleep, and any meditation experience. When we watch TV, we are zoned out. Usually we are watching our favorite show. We could be actually paying attention, and all of a sudden you drift away and you don't even know when the show completed. Or because the commercial came, you may have changed channel to get right back, but because you were lost in thought or somewhere altogether in your mind, you have experienced trance, which is beyond. When you're reading a good story, you're absorbed in it. Don't even know the time. You haven't even heard mom or spouse call. You miss your street when you're driving. Sleep. You're dreaming and you wake up and you're groggy because you have to go use the restroom and so on. And meditation is a state that is very similar to hypnosis. It is in fact something I haven't been able to distinguish. It is the same state that happens naturally when we are able to be free of thoughts. You may have it referred as become thoughtless. Not the same thoughtless as being uncaring and so on, but thoughtless in a sense of releasing thoughts, be free of thought. Empty mind, where you have actually stopped having any thoughts, good or bad. It's just that pure stillness that happens, and you may have heard that mentioned as bliss, and athletes probably describe it as the zone. It's that same state where you have intense awareness of exactly what you're doing, although that isn't a good explanation, because meditative state actually means literally you are blank. There is no thought happening. So, okay, that could be one distinction. And how hypnosis helps is it opens doorway into subconscious, and hypnosis can be something simple as guided relaxation and suggestion. Something simple like self-confidence, self-esteem, public speaking fear. Some basic things just could mean a different point of view, or we can call it reframing of the thoughts. And that's where the programming occurs, because we listen to that for several times. Generally, they say it takes 21 days to create a neurological pathway to change in the mind. And let's see. If that for some reason doesn't shift, then that's where we do some deeper work, usually referred to as change work or hypnotherapy. Therapy we are needing to stay away from, mainly because it's associated to medical psychological profession. So change work seems is a little better description. So it's kind of like digging into the past experiences to find, we call it in hypnosis, initial sensitizing event, or the original, or another way to say it is root cause. Those can be looked at. Yeah, root cause. And other one was the initial sensitizing event. And usually this involves some type of regression. And different techniques like timeline and other processes, many tools in the bag, so to speak. So that's how hypnosis helps. We have been programmed mainly just through absorbing the information and initial decisions that we've made about what to believe, how we want to react to the beliefs and experiences, because that's where some people are able to bounce back much easier based on the emotional range that they got to experience, and how to deal with anger and rage, happiness, relationships, and all kinds of influences. It depends on what resources that have been developed. And hypnosis is one of the strong ways to attain the resourceful states, to once again shift, to become independent, that you can make the changes with help of someone, and then continue with those resources to maintain the changes, and then go back to assistance if need be. And sometimes you are able to continue after what is the core has been taken care of, once the changes are complete. And the question often comes, how many times do we need to see a hypnotist? It can be one session, it can be 10, it can be over time. It depends on your ability to accept change, or even to be proactive about yourself. So that's mainly how, because some of us make changes when there is someone to guide us and hold us accountable, and there are some of us who are very independent. It's just a matter of knowing what's going on and what it is that I need to do. Just give me the steps and then I'm fine. So it's difficult to say how many sessions for who and etc. And in some cases, even traditional psychological therapy might even be best choice, because they go at a slower pace, where you can talk things out more, explore, different tools are there. And it's a matter of what makes a big difference in you. Ultimately, how can we help you change. That is the main journey. So in the event that you would like to get some experience with hypnosis, you can visit here, revelationsyoga.com, or you may call us at 626-442-9642, and you can email at info revelationsyoga.com, and thank you for the attention. See you soon. Namaste.